Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, sorry for the little bit of a late start for this match. We do have Hell on Wheels versus KFOT. So unfortunately, we did try to get everything done, but everything was done lastminute.com. So because of that, everything is kind of incomplete for the moment, but please do excuse that issue. However, I will be the caster for this evening. I am Infused Power aka the one and only GlueSniffer. That'll be very exciting. So far, one round has already been played out of my control. I am very unfortunate and sorry to say so. If everything wasn't so rushed lastminute.com, I would have been able to capture it a bit sooner, but what can you do? The bans for this evening are going to be Quarantine and Downfall, so that is quite okay. Quarantine and Downfall. There we go. Right, as we are currently waiting for the next round to begin, let's just go over a few things going on currently at the moment. The OBJ is at the far back on the vendor side, next to the red container. And it does appear we will be starting very shortly. We will be on round 2, of course. Very sorry about that. Checking over Hell on Wheels. We're very excited and excited to start this thing. Guy who is on the floor being a little gremlin. I will add the scores near the end of this round.
My game feels a lot more smooth now.
Checking over the KFOT side, you're probably the more intense side by the looks of it. And they're off. Going for the left side push so far, 2 players left. Always going to be left side lane, the pre-fire on both sides. The push is playing very defensively here, not peeking any sight line. We have Sheba and XX Trickster in the green container in the front. Probably getting ready to do some sort of push or some sort of C4 strategy they have planned. They do appear to have a C4 ready for this push. Of course, watching down the lane with a bit of a battle going on against KFOT, Seal and Catholic Goat. Fever does get hit. Fever getting shot. Uses a grenade over the top. Goes for the push. Should go in the corner. Does take out Fever. But gets taken out as well. That's one player down from both sides. Down goes Noah and so goes Dida. It is now a 4v2. So looking good for KFOT.
I got -1 tunnel.
Throws a smoke, accidentally throws it on himself. Does appear to be gonna be some sort of commitment here. They're both trying to get back to each other to try to do a joint push. So far, Hells on Wheels have played very conservative and very protective over OBJ. Always sticking to one position. Sil and EJ have no idea how to push this. A little bit worried about this push. It's a very tight and very difficult type push to do by yourselves. They're just confirming dead enemies at the moment. The call out has been made. People know of their location. Okay, got Seal starting to creep up against the green container. Trying to get an angle down. However, no one's really pushing. Catholic Goat may be taken out if he does push out too aggressively here. Both teams are playing very slow for this. They did not want to get taken out for peeking too aggressively. Seal is starting to slowly creep his way around now. Still slowly coming around. Three minutes remaining. They do have time. The pair, but Hells on Wheels are having a very nice conversation, chatting with each other. Look, down goes Critter. Down goes EJ. Down goes Seal as well. Sealing the round for Hells on Wheels. And that is second round complete. excellent plays from Hells on Wheels, really showing off their true skill and potential, battling out K-Fot. K-Fot's not having a single chance to try to win this. This will most definitely be a Hells on Wheels map pick for them, definitely. As they are the home, it does strongly appear that this is their pick, and they are truly showing off their true colours, showing off how they are the dominant ones in this field. So for the moment, hopefully K-Fot can try to dig their feet down and try to maybe get at least a win or point. But however, that is not a problem for now. So we're one map in. Also, we may have a tiebreaker if K-Fot does win the second map, but that is the take-in for the future aspects of it. So this is getting very tense on both these teams, that they desperately want to win this. So right now they will probably be reconsidering K-Fot's ideas on how to approach and attack. Hells on Wheels is a very aggressive team, going off the past few matches which I have personally casted. They like to play very quick and aggressive, taking their enemy team off guard, taking them out quick and snappy. That is their go-to. So hopefully they can try to keep up that energy and make sure they can win this. OBJ is still next to the red container but has slightly moved over. And we should be pretty good to go. We're now going into round 3. Round 3 has started. With K-Fot throwing their pistols on the ground to screw those little pistols. Hells on Wheels is getting excited. Bono Cat's having a bit of a dance. Okay, Carl, you sound like 12. Let's not say that. Almost taking out Porno Cat.
Okay.
Out goes the grenade. Oh, barely misses a Twitter. Twitster. Never get flashbang goes out. Down goes Sil in the left side corner.
-1.
That's one down for K-Fot. Samurai and Carter have pushed up now to the right side. We were trying to make the cross.
Never mind.
Laura is in the back, watching over the left side. Because we've got EJ at the boxes. And do we have Fever backing up from the behind? Trying to get an angle onto Porno Cat. Tornado flash. Hits EJ most likely. Porno Cat comes down. Does not get EJ, however, though. Goes again for another one. He's trying to go for a cap. Can he get the cap down? He has a few seconds. No, unfortunately, he gets killed. The cap does not go ahead. Now 3v4. Nope. It's a 3v2 now. Nice shot from Catholic. Go onto Fever. EJ still at the boxes. No one is aware of EJ. Down goes Catholic. Go from Dida. Trix is now pushing up towards him. Down goes Trickster. It's now 1v2 up to Shiba. Can he keep it up? Can he keep the team legacy up? Can he win this for his team? The tension is high for him. He does have the advantage over all the teams are kind of split up. There's so much ground they have to cover, and they're not covering most of it. It's now made footsteps to the right side. Each team is jiggling around to get a bit of movement speed. Dida is looking down. He's pre-firing down the right side lane where he's positioned. Just cut inside the little small room. Also, he might pick out EJ. He might push out here, trying to get him out for a frag. Dida has now pushed away. No! The snappy quick shot from Dida taking out Samurai. That'll be the first point too. K-Fot. Absolutely spectacular. Truly showing off some true nice colours there. Showing off the true skill aspects on both these teams. So that was a very nice snappy shot. Both teams are playing very fast and aggressively. This is top tier play. Both teams are taking this very seriously and are very determined to try to win this. I also need to change the title. So that was excellent to behold. I'm getting a little bit of word for the microphone is a little bit scuffed. Alright, so it's not the microphone issue. I need to figure out how to change the title. So, how do I change the title? Oh well, it's not enough time anyway. We'll be starting very shortly anyway, so let's go on to round 4. Kicking it off with K4 at the moment. Chicken over again. So we'll be getting started for the war to begin. Checking over with Hells on Wheels. Why do you always for your tablet? That is a very good important question. You need that. It's pretty similar position being held in front of us. Yeah, again. We have Sheba and Trickster inside the green container near the front entrance on the right side. The P5 down from Nora, down the left side lane. Out goes a grenade throw. No, that was a flash. But no, down goes Egypt from some Samurai. Nice pick there. Seal is now pushing up through the left side. Well, has killer access to do so. Samurai may be going for a bit of a push here. Dida tries to go to refrag. So they're playing very carefully. They're very scared to try to leave the center of this. Do have Sheba and X-Trickster here. Have got this on lockdown. Possibly it looks like going for a multi-man push down the left side lane. Shots are being had up towards everyone. I go from smoke. Quarters have been made of the whereabouts of the place. Down goes Carter. Fury from Nora. From the cross. Into OBJ. K4 is now starting to slowly push into OBJ. Out goes a flash. I just make contact into a true trade. Trickster needs to try to refresh his teammate here. He does. Down goes Fever from Trickster. It's now 3v2. Hells and Wheels just have the number advantage. Corner Cat is starting to peek out now, trying to find some players. Dido is now pushing up. No, down goes Nora from Catholic Goat. It is now a 1v3. All in Hells and Wheels' favour for the moment. Thought I barely was getting taken out just then. Yet it is retreating to a different angle. The battle between X and Dida. But no! Trix is just better. Takes out Dida and has another push to Hells on Wheels. Excellent plays so far from Hells on Wheels. Truly showing off they're just the best. They're just showing off. Doing very nice so far. Very good plays. Unfortunately, K4 needs to really play a bit more aggressively here. My honest opinion that they're not playing aggressive enough. They're getting too scared to push out, and when they do push out, they funnel themselves into like a 1v1 situation, and it's not helping them. OG, of course, has moved over to the little container, little corner thing in the circle, container corner. The possible cap may go with the Hells on Wheels, which could be a very nice end to this excellent map so far for them. But I say, K4 will be on the defense, so hopefully they can get the defense down and good. That would be excellent for them to do so. Is it? Anyway, checking back in. It is now round 5. Gonna see how they're gonna win this. Elden was getting ready for the attack. K4 was getting ready for the defense of their lives. it's all down to nothing now. K4 needs to really dig deep for this round. AJ's watching the left lane. The smoke rush has gone out. Elton was going to try to look for a cap. That smoked it hard. Ed's been taken out from an epic grenade throw from Seal. Seal's now pushing up. Almost takes down Cartley again.
What the fuck?
Bit of language from Samurai there. Down he goes. To the pit. Ponocat is trying to go for a little cap here. He's now trying to make the cross. He makes the cross. He's in the smoke. Can he get the cap? He's in the smoke. He's capping distance. And the cap is completed. 5-2. So 5-1 to Hells on Wheels. Absolutely killing it. And that'll be the first map completed. That was an absolute standard to the pure skill and enthusiasm on Hells on Wheels. They are truly showing their pure skill. I keep on saying the same thing. It's insane. And so we will be switching to Subway. One of my personal favorite maps. A bit more of a slower, bigger map. So hopefully they can try to keep it up. Where's Subway on the thing? Subway. Subway. There we go. We will be playing on Subway for the next map. Of course, I will need to add the team names. It will be. Anyway, we are waiting for the next round to begin. But for now, we will be waiting. The OBJ will be inside of Market. So very excited to see how Hells on Wheels will be defended for this one. The round is already starting. It is round one, baby.
This is my home now. This is my house.
So they're excited for this. They're getting very excited for this.
My box surrendered.
Only if you hear footsteps. Don't just waste utility.
Getting very excited. Checking over K4. I'm really hoping they can try to win these next few rounds. Doesn't appear like Catholic has pushed up to the trash can. Very nice position there. With Cutlery next to the OBJ. No one's really watching Northern Stairs, but hopefully that will be in their favour. Samurai Shiba is inside of trash can. Ponocat is tempted to go down overpass. Seal is now starting to push up. They have made noise. Both teams know of each other. We're just waiting for the utility to be thrown out. If they have a grenade, this would be perfect for them right now. Grenade could easily take out multiple members. And it does! Out goes an ult, the flash, unfortunately. Ponocat is removed from Dida. So all of them are scattered around here.
Like 3 of them over here.
Did he have a C4 set up?
Come here.
Here's a C4 set up and everything. They're rushing through it. Oh my! Legendary C4 does take down 2 players. Unfortunately, they are going to be rezzed. But that is loads of damage. Making all these players essentially one shot now. The spray battle through the smoke. We do have EJ going through the smoke push. Shots are being had. Still they're trying to go through the push here. Catholic Dog has returned. Using a smoke. Oh, grenade. Oh, flash. It's going for a push. Will be taken out, unfortunately though. Still is refragged. It's now 2v4. So up the Cartley and Trickster. Whether Dino gets absolutely obliterated with bullets. So is Nora. It's now a 2v2. The numbers are even. Carly goes for the push. Doesn't get taken out, unfortunately though. But Carly gets taken out. Oh no. Down goes Trickster. And that'll be a point to K-Fox. Absolutely killing it so far. Very intense first round there. Very intense. Saw many strategies and very close multiple kill streaks there. Unfortunate, very unfortunate about the person on overpass did not have a grenade. That could have almost have been a 4 down or even like a 4 kill at the moment. That could have easily made the round and an instant win for them, but however that was still close and very nice to see. K-Fox very good. Bit of a fundamental issue going down for the main entrance, but regardless, the redemption from the man pushing up through Northern Stairs, redeeming it for his team and make sure they win that first round. K-Fox is going to redeem themselves on this map. Hopefully going to try to get those few wins in so we get to the tiebreaker for the third map. That is our excitement. That is our main goal for now. So OBJ Cross will still be inside of Market. So we'll see a similar type of pattern of defense. And maybe we might see a unique one. We might see a bit more of an aggressive one. We're not sure. I do believe K-Fox is the more defensive side. So I will imagine they will be playing a bit more back. Not as aggressive as overpass as Hills on Wheels. But we'll just have to see for the next moment. And we will be starting very shortly. So let's get to it, shall we? We are on round 2. Checking over on Hells on Wheels.
You're not
There's some intense screaming and shouting from both of the players. Does appear to have spawned on the southern stairs.
Oh my god.
All players are getting ready and excited to start.
Pull up, you're on cast, you fucking retard.
Hey,
That's also on cast.
that was that was also in cast. Fever has pushed up to a very aggressive angle. Will most likely take down Catholic Goat here. Or he might get taken down himself. Goes for it. Takes down Twitter. Oh! Takes down 2 with him.
I'm up dead.
The revivers happen, however, though, so it's now 1 down player for each side. The call has been made for both of the things. An epic C4 toss into the top. That will probably not work, however, though, but still interesting to see how that will play off. Catholic Coach will be watching the cross into Market. Trying to support any players. He will be attacking this very slowly and carefully. I'm just interested to see if that C4 strategy will work for them. Checking over with Pono Cat and of course Samurai.
Watch put them here.
They're getting ready for the attacking push. They do have EJ in their way to stop them, so hopefully they can try to battle them. Cartley is...
What the hell is going on with your body?
Cartley's doing some interesting maneuvers. Breaking their back in half to try to go upside down. Dida will be watching Northern Stairs because we have Nora and Sil in the main market area. And of course we do have EJ in the left side next to the dumpster watching over the main entrance. Smokes have gone out. The C4 does occur but will not take anyone down with them. Sil goes to remove the smoke. Going for the push. Ooh, EJ is having a battle with Samurai. K-Pot is watching underneath the table. Well on both sides to push. Puno Cat is going for a bit of a push. Swan smokes and grenades. Three, 5 shots from Carter.
He's not here, Bono. You lying sack of shit.
So far both teams are free firing down. It's getting very tense so far. Down goes Catholic Leader. It's now 4v3. Chaos is spamming off. Down goes Samurai from Nora. The action is going ahead. It's now 4v2. It's not looking good. It's up to Ponocat to try to go for a cap here. It's up to him. Ponocat's going for it. But no, gets taken out. It's up to Carter now. He's stuck in a corner. He is stuck. It will need to start pushing out a bit more now. It will definitely get taken out. Interesting body remover, taking out Nora. Breaks his spinal cord, leaving us to a 1v1 situation. It's off the car now to try to win this. It's pre-fun around the corner. Scares EJ a bit. This is for the big money. Pre-fun goes down in the trade. Going to K-Fort's side, and that'll be another point to K-Fort. Absolutely killing it. On Subway, of course. Anyway, we will be waiting for the next one to conclude. So that was a very nice play committed from K-Fort. They are very digging down deep. Playing very good on the defense. This is their go-to map. This is their map. They may have been taught down bad on Cargo, but they are redeeming themselves. They are proving themselves, and the OBJ has of course moved. I say Held on Wheels will definitely need to work on a bit more on defense. K-Fort is pretty experienced on Subway, so this is why they're winning so many points on it. Held on Wheels should have maybe could have oh Jesus English should have considered banning Subway if they would have knew how K-Fort would be playing, and we will be starting on round 3. Second one Held on Will's side.
I'm doing a James Bond frag. I'm doing a James Bond frag. I'm gonna do it.
These guys are getting ready.
I'm gonna do it.
Messing around with throwing knives.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna call James Bond.
Getting excited and ready. Off goes K-Fort. Gonna be pushing through by the looks of it. Overpass up the 2 staircases. They will have time to do so for the moment. Perhaps someone, Ponocat is good, may go for it. It's fine. We have -4 of K-Fort, leaving out on a 5v1 situation. EJ is now starting to take the lead, pushing up the stairs.
왼쪽에 한 명 구석탱이 한 명 있어요.
Now starting to push up now. Catholic Goat is watching from the behind. Out goes a grenade and a smoke. Out goes a flashbang. Catholic Goat is waiting for them to push out. We'll take out a few players there. The pre-fire. Oh my. Catholic Goat barely avoids getting shot from both sides then. Down goes EJ.
-1.
Trying to go up for a refrag. Catholic Goat is retreating back.
Yeah, I got 1 horse too. 오른쪽에 던질게요.
Out goes the smoke. Oh, a flash. Pretty far down. Catholic is really delaying the enemy push here. Catholic does take out Fever. Takes out second one. He's killing it. Out goes a flash or grenade. Down goes Nora and Dida from Carter. It's now a 1v5. Up the hill, the Catholic Goat steals the deal. Taking him out. two very epic standpoints, Carter and of course Catholic, being the main massacres of that round. Carter has 7 kills and 2 deaths. He is the real standpoint of this match. He is the menace, taking out so many players. But anyway, for the time being, the OBJ, of course, is still at the little... What is this even called? Alley OBJ. That's what I call it. Next to the southern stairs. K-Bot will now be on the defense. Because I have to see how they will cope against Hells on Wheels. Hells on Wheels is a very offensive team, going off of like a past few rounds of them and of a past few casts. They are very aggressive and are very eager to do some crazy pushes and flashbangs. So say we'll be very in delight to see how they're going to push this. Hopefully, yet again, we can get another cap down, which could easily make Hells on Wheels win this match. So it's up to see how they're going to play this. Very excited. Of course, the spawns will be northern stairs and of course under on first level terminal in the center. So we're going to see where they're going to attack from. But the overpass push is a very common one and a very standpoint of control. As we saw previously, we do have Catholic Goat and of course Carter locking it down, stopping them from attacking. It does appear we do have a player down for Hells on Wheels, so maybe a timeout. Nope. Samurai is back in the game. He is ready. Maybe some technical issues were just happening, but he is back in, so he should be starting very shortly. And in the meanwhile, you can watch me in the top corner, me flying around the map like a lunatic. I say they are taking this very seriously and they are going for it. All hearts are going out for this map. K-Bot having a bit more experience on it by the looks of it do have the advantage, but we have to see how Hells on Wheels will attack this. One good push could easily break K-Bot's lines and defenses. So if Hells on Wheels can get the cap, this will almost be set game. And so we will be starting very shortly. So let's get to it, shall we? We will be, of course, starting on round 5. Hells on Wheels. Almost having 4 players just then for a second. Still messing around with guns and knives.
I'm going up north. Actually, I'm gonna go. I'm coming with. I'm taking that shit. Okay.
If Fever going down to 6 alley. Because we have EJ and still at the main. Fortunately, they do not get punished with the northern spawn. They are beneath, leaving Dida and Nora next to OBJ. Following quite a similar type of attack for the defenders. We do have K-Fort in the little cubby, and of course EJ in the little side split. Could offer some pretty nice advantage points. We do have Carter and we do have Catholic Goat pushing up through the stairs. Might get in contact with Fever down 6 alley. No contact has been established yet. Samurai and Shiba might get some contact with, of course, Nora, who is watching down the stairs. Out goes Smokes. Baiting out some shots right now.
At the dumpster.
Out goes a grenade, I believe, or a flash. So they are suppressing Catholic. Fever is going for the push. Trying to hunt Carter here. Fever in a very good angle now. Has pushed up. They may not be aware of the position. Out goes a flash or grenade. Go for Fever and just get taken out from Carter. Very nice, saving Catholic. Nora's still watching southern stairs carefully. Into the pier, Prono Cat and Samurai have pushed back. 6 alley is insecure now. They can easily push up through 6 alley. There's no C4s or traps set, so they do have that advantage. Trickster is now slowly starting to make his way back up the stairs through overpass.
넘어가고 차이나타운 소리 나요.
Still waiting on the push from Hells on Wheels. They are taking this kind of slowly here. They do have time to take as long as they want to. Just can put EJ and of course other players on their nerves. Goes a grenade, does not affect anybody, however. I ain't snapping around, Jesus. The Trickster pushing up things. The trade. Down goes EJ. It is now 5v3. They do have the numbers advantage. Catholic Goat is trying to bait out any C4. Down goes Seal, and so does Pono Cat. It's now a 4v2. Down goes Dida and Samurai. The revive yet again. They're getting very lucky. Just downs. It's now a 1v4. Nora versus the world. I've got the flash. And the trade. Making it 2-2 for Hells on Wheels. Excellent play. Both teams are really neck to neck in equal grounds for the current moment. OBJ does appear to be inside the basement. So this is going to be a very interesting OBJ thing for Hells on Wheels to defend. The most notoriously hated OBJ spawn, the basement. It's very difficult to attack, but also very difficult to recapture once it's been taken out by Marsok. So just a few smoke pushes can easily upside the side of that win. So there has been times where people have smoked rush straight to an OBJ cap of all players still staying alive. I have seen a video of that, and that is quite a feat. But I say it's a very interesting OBJ to say at least. Hells on Wheels will be on the defending side regardless. Carter is still the match MVP so far of 9-3. Absolutely dominating everybody. The second highest player in the lobby does go to EJ and Catholic Goat. So they're doing a pretty good job helping the team out here, getting the frags down, doing the aggressive off angles, getting the points. This is what matters for now. Trying to get those few kills down. And it's where we are going to be starting again on round 5. My bad. We are on round 5. You get 2 for the price of 1 rounds.
Yeah, but that's the only thing I've done.
You get 2 for the price of 1 rounds.
That is 2 points though.
Oh God.
Hells on Wheels will be defending. Now getting excited and ready for this.
Cheers there.
Just appear we're going to have 3 players rushing down into the basement. No, take that back. 4 players will be rushing down into the basement. No one has done any form of aggressive pushes so far, except from Catholic. Catholic is pushed up towards the barrels. On left side, down goes Dida from an excellent grenade from Pono Cat. Taken out. That is 1 player down already. So up the Catholic Goat now, who will be watching down this lane. Okay. We do have Fever, which is pushing into Red Rim now. Catholic Goat, which is worried about his behind and is in front. Doesn't catch EJ, who does cross. He is now kind of pancaked in between. EJ is right behind him. He's not looking. Oh, and he is punished for it. Down goes Catholic Goat. Now being a 4v4.
That was tunnel, right? Where's that at? Still in on K-Fort to do some sort of push here. We do have Noah by herself pushing down through overpass into first level terminal. She will be in a very uncongested area for the moment, so she is safe. However, there is a C4 appears to be on the staircases. A battle between Pon and Cat is occurring. The brave fire from both these teams. Pon and Cat is trying not to push here. Getting ready for the attack. Oh no! Pon and Cat gets punished. Down goes Pon and Cat. Kato will be watching down this lane. Out goes a smoke. Down goes Fever from Carter. But Carter does get downed, however, from EJ. Is still able to give out some callouts. Still is now starting to push down the left side stairs.
Pushing up the track. First ramp behind the smoke.
Down goes Carter. Nice C4. Takes down Nora. 2 flashes go out. Blinded. It's now. Oh no! So intense. Amount of kills just happened there. Multiple deaths. And that will be another point to K-Foot. Making it 3-2. Absolutely killing it. So watching these two teams play is like watching a game of chess. You have the people which die instantly, and then you have the people which stay back and then eventually get 1 or 2 and then get taken out themselves. Just like chess. But anyway, so far there's been a few strategies which have occurred and they're very exciting to watch. This way we'll be starting very shortly yet again. We are not strive for content in this world. Kicking over with K-Foot. We are getting ready, throwing the pistol on the floor. Stop the Makarov abuse. 2022.
Got him. 71-3, 26.
The pit, all 5 are going to be rushing the basement. 5-man push down basement. That's going to be very interesting to watch.
You ready for red room?
How many players are down here? It's going to be an absolute massacre. So the pit, no one's inside of the basement, so that does help them out a bit. AJ, does he have a C4? He has a C4. That's very nice to see. Just trying to see where the C4 has been placed. We do have them now pushing down through red room and from the left side tunnel split. Trying to push out into the tracks. EJ will be watching. He may have a C4 around there somewhere. Not exactly sure where he's put it. Oh, I see. Cheeky C4 placement. He's just waiting for people to push out for now. Hiding behind the barricades. No contact has been made from either side for the moment. So it will be very quiet. They're starting to push out. Out goes a grenade. Does not affect the C4. The C4 is still good.
Still be in the far right corner.
So they are very cautious about this push.
One at a time push.
4 minutes remaining. It's up to these guys now to make a play here. Out goes the grenade. They're now pushed out. few more have pushed. They haven't noticed the C4. Today, this is really... EJ might possibly get multiple people here. This is so dependent. They haven't noticed the C4. All 4 of them are here. Yes! Taking out 2 of them. Didn't get down, however, low. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. That almost had the potential to be huge. Oh, but... Oh, Dida, just take out 2 of them.
If you lay down.
Carter is now permanently... Carter just turned into something I've never seen. And the TK! Oh, unfortunate. Down goes Catholic Goat for the TK from Samurai. This is not looking good for Hells on Wheels. They have been absolutely smashed. It does appear this will be a K-Fault win. Making us into the tiebreaker last map. Unless Hells on Wheels can make a major play here.
My bad, Pim.
Not soon.
Perhaps K-Fault can rally up together, make a massive play. Oh no! Taken out from Dida. Cleaning up. Cleaning up. And just go to a K-Fault win. Wow. That was a true testimony of pure skill. And it just we'll be switching to Suburbia already. Great. Really add Suburbia to the list of maps we are playing this evening. Suburbia. Very nice. Add that quick names in. Pick. Alright. My game has had somewhat of a weird issue. I may need to quickly leave the lobby. Yeah, I might have to leave the lobby. I will quickly be leaving the lobby due to having some weird issue with the color spectrum. That was really random. It is very weird, in fact. Hopefully that will fix my issue that I'm having right there. We will hope. Nope, I'm still having a weird issue. I will need to quickly close the game down. I've never had such a weird Onward bug. For some reason the game is still acting as if it's in night vision mode on a day map, so it is very bright for some odd reason, and I have no idea why. However, I will be quickly restarting the game, so hopefully we won't miss any action. We may miss run rounds, but if so, I'm very sorry about that. That is out of our control for this evening. So we were not prepared to have that form of issue. Well, that physical map does not decide to work with us. Worst case scenario, mates spawn it like starting halfway through the round. I won't bother with names until we finish it. And we are starting, I believe. Have we started? And we have started. Okay, we are on round 1. Of course, sorry about that issue again. Weird bug with Onward. Done halfway through the round. It does appear that K-Fault is getting absolutely demolished on the defense. Konokat is moving his way up. Joey is at the burning building.
One back, folks, spawn, bedroom.
They may be trying to think of a cap here. Konokat's going for it. Konokat get the cap, but no! Ditto is killed. And that'll be the first point too. Hells on Wheels. So, very peculiar. Maybe could have why I had that such a weird bug. But anyway, that does not affect gameplay whatsoever. Regardless. So I fixed all issues of that now, and I think we're pretty good to go for the next round. So very unfortunate that did occur, completely random, out of context. Hilton Woods will be on the defense for this next round. Hopefully they can try to get a second point in on Suburbia. OBJ is at the burning building as dead previously. So it will be very interesting to see how they're going to be defending it. It's a very close quarters map, but they will be in favour of Hells on Wheels. And the people will be starting, so let's get to it, shall we? Round 2. Out goes the drum mags, and out goes the poor 1911, stuck into the roof. Go, he's getting ready for the pre-fire down the right side lane, into lane 3. Pre-fire goes out. Will not catch anyone off guard, however, though. The return pre-fire. The return pre-fire has not hit anybody, unfortunately. Do have Dida and Fever now moved up. Oh, the spray and pray. Oh, Cripster just barely misses Fever just then. Still just going for a bit of a push. Does get hit. Cabot Goat goes to finish him off. Oh, no he doesn't. Yes he does. But does take down Carter. And a double, triple kill. Who knows how many kills just went down. Carter is down. Impossible to be rezzed. Cabot Goat might get shot on the back of the head here from Dida. Out goes a grenade or a flash. Is that a grenade? Oh, yes it is. Barely misses Dida, unfortunately. EJ is shot. But he is taken out from Dida. Free phone through the hedges. Quick is shot. Down goes EJ. Free fire through the hedges yet again. Does get shot from the behind. It is taken out. Pornocat's the last one remaining. It's now 1v2. All up to Pornocat. Now all up to Nora. Well, look at the last one remaining. Waiting on Nora and Dida's approach. Dida's now crossed the street. Moving over to green tank. Honeycat's on the worst. And he's taken out for it. No, he's not. No, he's not. He barely survives getting shot. Now 1v1. He is very injured. Nora is creeping her way up, trying to go for a cap. Pornocat will need to spot her. Drop the tablet. And down goes Nora. Second point. The Hells on Wheels. Legendary. What am I meant to do? I just, there we go. Took me a few seconds to realise. Legendary. Getting that second point in for Hells on Wheels. It does appear this may be a Hells on Wheels victory, but we do not know for now. K-Foot can really make a redemption here. The OBJ is at the red car. on the left side lane, on lane 3. This could be very interesting to see. But anyway, thanks Steve, of course. Right, just the people will be starting, so let's get to the gameplay. We are on round 3. Addiction has gone ahead, apparently. Well, no, the finish over with Addiction. K4 getting ready for the round to begin. Held on Rules are getting excited. They're getting jiggly. They're doing a little bit of jiggling. All 5 of them are pushing up and near the same aspect. Punakat is split off to go to lane 4. The smoke rush, the smoke bombardment is real. The amounts of smoke cutting off lane 3. Punakat is pushing up through lane 4 here. Lord contact has been made from either side for the moment. So no contact has been made just yet. Hilldom's have taken it a little bit slower than usual. It's this grace period where no action occurs until one person dies, and that's when everything goes up shit. Oh, everything goes mentally insane. Forget, I'm not allowed to swear. Oh, down goes Samurai from Fever. Very nice shot. Not exactly sure where he was. He was over here at the white car on lane 1. Carter looks to try to get another repeat. Out goes a grenade. Oh, barely avoids. Tagging out Carter, but Punakat is taken up from EJ. Hells on Wheels have been absolutely bashed on this OBJ. He was lagging out there. That was pretty fast. From still towards Catholic. What is Huey doing over there? Huey is lagging the hell out. That is a lag spike and a half. Out goes a flash. It's Carter in the face of free fire. Two to the wrong fence. Down goes Catholic go from EJ. What is going on with Carter? Carter is glitching through and around the map right now. Not sure how people will take that. Just look a little bit random for how much he's glitching around.
Behind a barrier.
But he's having some really bad connection issues just then. Trickster goes around the corner, pretty fine towards Fever. Trying to get an angle. 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Oh, Trickster just gets shot and barely avoids getting taken out just then. It appears they have retreated and moving. Carter's moving to a different angle now. Shooting up towards Carter. Interesting to see how they're going to approach this. Down goes Fever finally from Trickster. Living now 2v2. Minute and 50 seconds remaining.
And there's one across the street somewhere. I don't know where.
Carter's trying to get the shot on EJ.
Great car. There's 3 bodies right here.
Down goes
Sim
EJ.
Echo 1.
And Carter get down. Dida. Dida's in a good angle. Trying to not show. Oh, Dida's in the open. Carter takes her out. And another point to Hells on Wheels. Very well done to Hells on Wheels. They're absolutely killing it. Leading us to the last round. Hopefully for Hells on Wheels for now. Maybe K-Fot can maybe come back, get the cap down. We have to see. It's now to the tiebreaker round for Hell on Wheels. So we'll just have to see. Match MVP so far is Sheba. I can't speak English. Samurai Sheba. Absolutely killing it so far. I've been pinged. Oh no. I am being harassed on Discord by random people in the VML community for no absolute reason. Oh well. It's not even anything nitpicky. I just got told you want to rumble. So let's get ready to rumble, my dear folks. Let's gonna see how that's gonna play off. So we will be waiting. To the pair Hells on Wheels, it's a player down. Maybe they will be playing 4v5, or maybe they'll try to get a player back. We'll just have to see. Maybe it's just a standpoint, trying to show off their true skill level. Let's say we will be currently waiting. OJ is at red car. Still a 4v5 for the current moment. It does appear that they're trying to speak to the enemy team about it. Not quite currently sure what they're going to do about it. I would imagine they will try to get the 5th player back in theory, but that is just my honest opinion. There we go. And so people will be starting very shortly. And it is round 4. It's going to be a 4v5 on Hells on Wheels. No, a 5v5. The last player just showed up.
Trickster, get in your spot.
Yeah, you're good. You're good now.
Then again, very exciting, ready. The pre-fire is about to go off from Bono Cats. The return of a pre-fire. Oh! Did appear to get hit by that. Unfortunately, he's not downed or killed. Down goes Favor from the pre-fire. Fever's going to be revived here. Trix is in a very nice sneaky position here. Maybe able to take out EJ if he is looking behind him. Does peek over? Oh, just barely misses EJ. It's trying to chase. Barely avoids it. And it's now stuck. Out goes the flash. Does flash EJ. Grenade is tossed. Barely misses Trickster. Trickster does get taken out from EJ. Flashbang is thrown by Catholic. Catholic's going for the little push. Misses Nora. EJ's running down the right side. And the trade. It's now 3v4. So you can see how K4 is split up very carefully here. Elton Wolves has a bit of a disadvantage now. There is so much land they need to cover in so little places to do so. 4 minutes still remaining on the clock. Being thrown down goes Jada, but so does Pono Cat. It's now 2v4. No, 2v3. It's now 2v2. Samurai just barely avoid getting shot just then from Nora. And with another smoke. Each player is just battling here, trying to control OBJ. Eldon wins, really wants to win this. And goes Norway from Samurai. It is now a 2v1. Still is the last one standing for K-Fort. Did they see Samurai?
어그로 좀 끌어줘요.
Theo is now flanking in the behind. Go up the card just to try and hit or just be preemptive to look behind. Carter's laying down and it's a little bit glitching out, a little bit there. And with a flashbang from the behind. Carter's definitely hit by that.
Flash, they're either behind yard or lane 2.
Down goes Carter. Epic ragdoll thrown against the left side house. It is now a 1v1 situation. It is Samurai versus Seal 54. Oh. It does appear that Seal 54 may have the advantage on Samurai. Just a very intense moment. 1 minute remaining. Still 54 is trying to go for a cap. By the looks of it. So up the Samurai now. Yeah, spotted him, but no. Down still 54 goes, and that is game. Second win going to Hells on Wheels. And that is game. The winner does go to Hells on Wheels. Oh my, what a legendary last round. Filled with intensity and fear. And that will be game. That is GG. Whew. For the moment, I will be going on to intermission for a little bit. Please stay here, everybody. We will be playing pretty shortly on the next round. And I'll see you all shortly. It's been Infused Power A-Kid, the one and only GlueSniffer. I'll see you in a little bit, everyone. Be right back. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I will be joined with a co-caster. Unfortunately, it appears the name has bugged out a little bit for some reason. It is not Demilo, it is indeed Nomad. Sorry about that, Nomad. We have a little bit of a technical issue. However, we'll be starting very shortly. The match will be versus Blaze versus Notorious. So what are your opinions on this?
I'm expecting lots of aggression. Both these teams like to play fast and loose. I do not expect any teams to run it down the clock anytime soon, especially with the map that we have today.
Indeed, we do have a very small map, so it should be pretty exciting for some quick, fast action. It's Subway, so it's not the smallest map, but we do expect a bit of a small engagement, so that'll be very exciting to see. Of course, the OBJ will be on first level terminal next to the train station. The little dock train section. So that'll be very exciting to see how they'll push that.
Center platform is another good term for it.
Center platform, indeed. I don't know any of the callouts. I'm just here for the show. Both teams have decided to ban Downfall and Cargo. So we're going to see why they've chosen that. Cargo for being a bit small, and of course Downfall just being a very wide and open map. But as I say, they probably have a reason behind it, and we will see later on. We are still currently waiting for both teams to get ready, and we should be pretty soon to be starting. Should be pretty exciting to see. Both teams are in the final anticipated. We'll be starting very shortly, so let's get straight to it, shall we? We're now in round one. Checking over with Notorious on the defensive side. They're clearly getting ready for this. So any ideas what they're going to be doing, do you think, in the defense all round?
Defense, they're gonna probably play a little tucked with one guy kind of roaming. We can already see, looks like Llewellyn going for the overpass. He's gonna be our aggressive one, ambushing at the cucumber juice machine, and everyone else is gonna be kind of watching all the avenues of approach.
Indeed, I do imagine there will be a fair few battles going on. Does it have TX Max pushed up towards Southern Stairs? Gunshots are going around from Acro Fighter down overpass. Grenades and all forms of util is being thrown, but no one has been injured or targeted yet. So Lua is inside of a nice position behind the soda machine. Ooh, down goes Booger from Captain. Epic shot there. Acro is about to get taken out by Lua. And he is. The T-Bone just refrag him. Excellent little pick there.
Excellent discipline by Llewellyn there, knowing there's gonna be two guys crossing his path. Decided to let the first one pass and try and get the second one and ambush both. Unfortunately, TB roll with that MCX, nice little snapshot, get that refrag. It's gonna make things a 4v3 in favor of the defense. Captain sort of does know that Captain LB is in a tunnel still. Meanwhile, Texas Mad Matt, who was on top of South Stairs, has rotated back to the boiler room, now South Train, playing the objective, just trying to deny any caps going on.
Say their main plan is just to make sure that Blaze can't get an advantage. So at the moment they do have the number advantage and they do want to keep it. So they will be playing a bit more reserved. Possibly may go a little bit cheeky, try to get a pick down. 2.0 is now pushing down the left side staircase. We do have Pasquin now at the northern stairs entrance. This could well and truly be a fair few kills about to go down in a few moments. Do have TB who's now slowly starting to make his way next to the train. Calling his way up. We do have Mithril pushing up into the main train section.
Yeah, TB and Royal did hear footsteps from Mythal Marauder leaving his original position at North Train, so he's going to feel a little bit more comfortable, but knowing that he's kind of away, but now it's still a very good position that Mythal could have been. And looks like Myth could still get an angle onto Royal, but no. Royal's going to take the first shots. They will not connect. But Mithril with the TAR 21 will land the shots. He will down him. Wicket with the C4 will down and confirm Captain LB. Was in the west tunnel.
Excellent little plays there. Multiple kills have gone ahead. TB is now downed and it's finished, leaving Pasquin the last one standing in a 1v4 situation. It is not looking good. They will definitely need to make some sort of magical play here, or just need to get a few picks down if they have a chance of winning this. They are through the little gate barrier, and they will be starting to push out into the main terminal now. Mithril is looking around, trying to get another peek on someone. So we will have to wait. Disappear Pasquin is trying to look out for Mithril. It's looking in his general direction. The caller has been made. Shots are being fired.
That is the one risk of going north at north turnstiles. Very open, very exposed to numerous angles. Unfortunately, a common route. And Mytho with a good eye and a good shot with that TAR 21 will get that final kill. And Notorious is going to get their Volk round win. Lead things 1-0.
Indeed, so far, one round has been played. And that was an excellent first round. As we do see, Blaze is very worried about the defense. They will definitely need to try to get it back. Notorious shining through, getting some very nice moments. Mithril being the main man, taking out 2 players on that round, being a huge standpoint for the team there. We will have to see how Blaze will be defending this OBJ. So they do have a rough idea now of how Notorious is going to be playing this. They do see if they will be playing a bit more aggressively whilst playing defense. So hopefully they can try to use this information and try to base their strategies around it.
Yeah, these two teams have scrimmed and played matches against one another numerous times, so they both have a pretty good feel as to how they each want to play. Players like Dr. Aquafighter have been around here since season 8, I believe. Same with many others have been around even longer than that, so
Very well experienced.
Well experienced, and hopefully they're able to pass on their knowledge to some of these newer players.
Indeed. So we just have to hope that for new people which are in a more lower ranks or just starting out and onward, hopefully you can try to learn how different teams look and play. And it just appears we are going to be starting into round 2. So let's get to it. Checking over with Notorious at the top. I'm not quite sure what the spawn name is called, but they have the spawn with the left side downstairs section into the basement. Does appear they're going to have 4 rushing down into the basement, leaving Lua going the last one over through overpass by the looks of it. Checking over with Blaze. We do have TB rushing up the southern stairs. Blue Unger is in the basement. Inside the red room. We'll be most definitely making contact in just a few moments with Captain. Shots are had. Blue does not get anyone, unfortunately.
Interesting to see that 3 members in red room, no one's opting to go for a flank. But that nade will work. I mean, that works too, you know.
That grenade was legendary, taking up Luranga. He had no way to escape that. That was a good grenade. That is 1 player down for Blaze. Notorious is feeling very confident now after they got a few more picks down.
And it looks like we got a flank on the Blaze side. Looks like TB and Royal is going to try and get in behind Mad Matt and Wicca Wicca.
That's going to be very interesting to see. He's right behind him. Does take out Tate. Does he get out Max? So it's now Wicca and TB fighting off.
Oh, yeah, for the flank.
It appears that Wicca will be retreating. So we do have Mithril, Captain, and Wicca now returning back, trying to battle TB. Trying to kill the rat which is behind them. What do you think TB is going to try to do for this situation?
Yeah, they downed me.
Well, right now, he's just playing dead right now, calling that he's down, using the tablet to see how his teammates are doing, if they're staying alive or not. And TB doesn't have to really do anything now. As you can see, Notorious is so focused on Royal's position, they have to try and take him out, and it is costing them time. So if Royal just stays alive long enough, they could just kill the clock.
So TB's decision just to play time. It's very working out an advantage. He is flash though. Vico is rushing him, and down goes TB, massacred against the corner. But he did do a pretty good fair trade, getting some few times down the scale. So that will definitely help out Blaze here on the defense. But it does leave 3 to the 4. So we have to see how they're going to cope with this. Checking back, I do see Wicker, which is looting a dead fallen comrade. Dr. Aqua could possibly rush down the stairs and take them out. But we'll just have to see if they're feeling confident. I just believe they have a C4 set up for it. We have to see how they're going to use that.
Yeah, it's a common location for the C4, so Wicca may spot it out and disable it.
Possibly. Oh, Wicca is pushing up the stairs. Now, he's trying to look up to the ceiling for the C4. Out goes a smoke. Wicca throws a flash. Another smoke. He's just smoked out Dr. Aqua. He may have spotted the C4 and is backing off. Just wants to blind Dr. Aqua here and make a little bit of confusion.
Looks like Captain Soda has an angle onto Pasquin at the Fizzy Coke machine. It's gonna make things a 4v2 for Notorious.
Notorious and Blaze in a very bad position right now. It being a 2v4. Out goes the C4. Does not catch anyone off guard. Dr. Aqua almost gets TK'd. Unfortunately, he's still standing. So we do see the push from the basement about to occur. Wicker making up, trying to take out Cap LB. Dr. Aqua is in the open. Wicker's going in to take him out. Down goes Aqua. Wicker gets traded.
And Llewellyn with a nice little trade against LB. But with Mythical Marauder and Captain Soda still alive, Notorious will get their second point. 2 rounds away from taking away map number 1, Blaze's map pick.
So it's a very huge standpoint for Notorious, getting the first points down. This will be a massive incentive for Notorious if they can win on Blaze's map pick, so that they can get another easy win for them on their pick. So far this is looking very good for Notorious. Blaze will be panicking on the next few rounds, trying to get it back. The OBJ has of course moved up to, what is it called, the side alley street combo.
South Stairs objective.
South Stairs objective, yeah, fair enough. But I say, I do imagine that Notorious will be playing a little bit more freely. I imagine as they're getting a little bit more confident, they are most definitely looking forward to this. They've beaten their first competition, but now they're taking out Blaze. Being 2-0 is really getting to them. So how do you think they're going to be playing then, Nomad?
This is an objective that favors the defense, and so defense can play tucked, just hold it. This objective basically has 3 fatal funnels, 3 little tunnels basically leading to the objective. So if you can hold each and every single one of them, you only need 3 players. So you can have 2 sacrifice or send them to a flank. So this is a very difficult one to attack. Lots of utility and lots of teamwork is going to be needed.
Indeed, we'll have to see. It does appear they're now pushing into market. We do have TB going for the push. Almost gets taken out from Wicker. Down goes Pasquin from TX. Down goes TB. That is 2 down for Blaze already. That is not looking good.
So one of the risks of charging forward with this north spawn, you can get pinched pretty quick.
Wicker's playing very aggressively and does get punished for it. However, living out into a 3v5. Down goes Booger from TX. So this is pretty much sold in the bag. Unless Blaze can do something here, it does appear there will be a win to Notorious on the 3rd round.
Texas Mad Matt holding a sharp angle. Looks like he may have spotted Aqua Fighter, who is making a pie, or slicing the pie basically. And will wound Texas Mad Matt, but will not get the full kill. Mad Matt able to use that syringe to keep him back in the fight to stop the bleeding.
It does appear that Captain LB and TX are having a little bit of a conversation over there. Very interesting to see when 2 teams are having a little bit of a conversation. Always interesting.
Yeah, this game does... Go ahead.
No, it's fine.
This game does use proximity chat, so there are times where you can have conversations, and it looks like Aquafighter did have to use a syringe on herself as Captain LB nearly TK'd her.
Oh, that's not very good. Oh, in the trade. That was a nice little trade there. Aqua will be revived, however. It'll be a 2v3 now. So they're trying to make a standpoint now. This is the play they need to do. We have 2 people in OBJ, and we do have Lua near in the 6th alley.
Yeah, situations like this where you're got over 3 minutes left and they pretty well know where you are. One of the best things you can do is just make a rotation. Play for the picks, rotate to one spot, fire a few rounds, rotate to another spot. Keep the defense guessing as to where you're going to be. You can usually create openings and force rotations.
But I do
see.
I was gonna say, but as we do see, it does appear that Mythil has locked down the little alley. It does have a C4 placed in a very sneaky position. If any of them try to push up here, this may truly take both of them out. This may be how they both get taken out right now. If Aqua and Capron are playing very close together, this may be the end for both of them. Oh, and down goes Capron, LB. And he does appear to be finished in a few moments. Out goes a grenade on top of him. No, it was a flash! Legendary play for Mythil, winning the round for Notorious. 3-0.
A nice finish coming from Notorious. But now they have to attack and win the round. And as I said, this is a Volk favorite objective. So they're really going to have to pull something out of the hat to 4-0 them on this map.
I say, regardless, they've been doing a pretty fair good job so far. Easy getting all the points down. So right now, if they do win this, this does give them a very good advantage in the next few matches. All they need to do is win the 2 matches and then they win. So far, they've almost completed one of them, and it's looking good for their side. We may indeed have Notorious coming out on top here. We'll just have to see what will occur near the end of it. As previous stage from Nomad, this is a very difficult OBJ to attack as it is Volk-sided. But with a good push and a few smokes can easily make any attack easy enough to get a cap in. So let's say Notorious could easily get the cap here and make it 5-0. But points in this situation do not matter extremely that important. What does matter for the moment is just trying to get the wins. So right now, Blaze's main goal is just try to get a few points in just to hopefully try to win this. But we have to see, hopefully the second map will favour them a bit more lightly.
Yeah, in regards to Notorious, for their map pick, potentially, just looking through their history here, probably going to see a Suburbia or a Quarantine.
Most likely. And we are starting, and it is now round 4. Let's get to it. Blaze is somehow still in high spirits despite what is going on. So it's nice to see, taking this lightheartedly. Notorious is getting ready. So my whole vote goes out to Notorious here, who will be making a standpoint, but I do hope for Blaze try to get this next map in. We have Blue and Pasquin doing the early push. Blue, it's absolutely demolished.
Solid shot coming from Captain Soda as Wicca was going to take down TBN Royal. Notorious is now up 5v3 in under 30 seconds again. That's back-to-back rounds.
Maybe Blaze should try to consider playing a little bit more defensively on attack. Not attack, on defense. That may favor them a little bit more, as they are kind of putting their team out in a bit of an issue, but making it a 3v5 and it should realistically be a 5v5. We'll just have to see. Pasquin is going to attempt to go around the corner. It's battling with Captain Sota. Captain goes around him with a pre-fire. Out goes a grenade, taking out Dr. Aqua. Dr. Aqua is finished. It's now a 2v5. Out goes a grenade. Does not affect anybody.
The Lars tap it out. It's going for Cap. This is Cap.
It's going for the
This
Cap.
is 5-0.
It's time. And the Cap is done.
Wow. What a play.
What a play indeed. Excellent Cap for Notorious. Setting the last round in action, winning it hard. That was very nice to see from Notorious, and we will be moving on shortly to the next map. So,
Great.
what are your overall predictions, Nomad, for the next few maps? Because I personally think that Notorious will be bagging this win for the CC.
Well, if they can keep up this aggressive pushes, and if Blaze does not, if they don't get more defensive awareness there, like they did in that last round, yeah, it could be a 2-0 for Notorious. And looks like we're going to quarantine for map number 2.
Indeed, we will be. And of course, you will need to be helping me for now, because I know very little of Quarantine. Many of you may know that I despise the map. I know, I am a sinner. You cannot hurt me about it. I don't take any no for an answer. I personally do not enjoy the map, so any callouts will be done by Nomad, but I'll just be making some random commentary about what is going on.
Oh, come on, this is the best map in the game.
No, it's not. Don't say that. You make me feel odd. Put me in an odd situation, Nomad. Come on.
I don't blame it. There's a lot of callouts in this map. Remember, all these big maps have often a lot of callouts. Thankfully, we don't have to do Downfall, because that is probably the most difficult map to learn as a new player.
Even still, I call Northern Hotel the wrong hotel occasionally.
Looks like our first objective is going to be the South White Car objective, or Warehouse objective, some people call it, or South Street objective.
My main goal is just trying to figure out where that is. You guys go south. Where is south? We don't have coordinates. I'll find it in a few minutes. It's fine. We have the time to. But I say, due to the lack of experience personally on this map, I am a little bit rusty when it comes to callouts. But whatever to their own preference, I found the OBJ is the far back one near to the mountains I see. Next to the sunny dunes. But I say, we'll have Nomad being my autocorrect. I'll say some random bit of trivia, and he'll just correct me with the correct name for it.
Key buildings you want to memorize is... Oh, sorry, dropping cams. This building here on camera number 1 is Hospital. That's...
Oh, you had to redo it. I need to mess it up. Sorry.
Oh.
I forgot how to use the cameras. Okay, number 2. There we go. There we go.
That is Hospital.
Great.
And this one here, people call it Center Burning, because back in 1.7, this building was indeed on fire. Just that some of the old guards just cannot seem to change their names. Some people call it Center Burning, some people call it Center 2-Story. Those are two main callouts you want to try and memorize in this map.
I see.
And it looks like round number 1 to be underway, and Notorious is gonna have the West Warehouse spawn, or Impact spawn, I guess, as well.
I just call it the broken plane spawn, personally. We will see. It will be flanking from the behind. We will have some pretty early action by Beluga, most likely, onto Lou and Captain. He is standing in the open. Captain LB is looking from above. It's almost being spotted, however, though. As we see.
Beluga sitting in an interesting defensive position behind the concrete barriers. Not very many players utilize that, and so we'll see if Notorious is going to be prepared for it. Do you have Captain Soda at the west scaffolding? Sounds like Wicca taking shots at, sounds like Captain LB at the staircase. Could not land the shots. Looks like we get Texas Mad Matt in the northern Humvee, going all the way to the far east, trying to wrap around them. This is going to be a hammer and anvil tactic, as Soda and Beluga are going to trade.
Very nice trade.
Going to be the victory of that one.
So Beluga will be down, so I doubt the Reds may go ahead because of how in a bad position he is. He's playing very by himself there, so we just have to see how they will address that. We are going to have some sort of contact with TB and Wicca. TB is unaware. Wicca is right behind him. If he just turns to his right, he may be taken out here.
Come on, someone turn, please.
But no, it does appear they've completely ran straight by each other. Oh my. That is on a different level of just mere fluke.
Always check your angles, kids. Check every angle.
Check that angles, indeed. If you're not checking your angles, bad things will happen. Burgo is giving out callouts of player positions. However, he's not been finished though, so he has free access just to give away everything. Oh, shots are being rung by TB. None of them do connect onto Lil.
Yeah, Royal nearly getting the Weller in center burning. Looks we got Mytho Marauder in gas station. And we also have Wicca Wicca also at North Humvee. With Mad Bat still slowly progressing east. Over at the freeway as Marauder will confirm Bluga. It's going to make things a 4v4. But the damage has been done. Bluga has been able to call multiple members of Notorious. And it looks like Dr. Arca Provider has a line onto Mithril as well as Captain LB.
Ooh.
As a flanker, Royal does find Mithril in gas station.
Very nice flank pick.
4v3.
Pasquin almost took out Liberal there. Just merely missed him over the fence. But I say it's looking very good for Blaze right now. They are most definitely getting it back on quarantine. Pasquin just barely missed Wicca Wicca, but it was too focused on looking at Lowell. So we do have 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. They do have a bit of time left, but not too much to be really waiting around. Shots are being wrong from Pasquin up towards Wicca Wicca.
Yeah, Pasquin using SKS with a canted red dot sight. Interesting choice for a sniper rifle.
Out goes a grenade, but just barely missed them due to the range limitations. Down goes Wicca Wicca from TB. Very nice from the flank kill yet again. TB showing off his true flanking abilities.
And all the while, Mad Matt is now to the southwest dunes. Could have an angle, an access point to the objective as he finds Pasquin. It's going to even things up, or nearly even things up. Now it's a 3v2 in favor of Blaze.
So he's in a very bad position for now. He will be retreating, but no, down goes Lowell, and so does TB. It is now a 2v1. It is Captain LB and of course Acrifier. It is now a very tight situation between these two teams.
Yeah,
it's up to TX.
Yeah, they know where Mad Matt is, so it's basically gonna be a mad dash objective for Matt, and Blaze knows it. Right now they're just holding all the angles. There is no real capping position that you can take on this objective. You basically have to be right next to the car or on objective, one or the other. There is no real cover when you're capping.
He's thrown some smokes in though, so that may be his plan. He will, however, need to take out Captain LB, which will be watching him.
Unfortunately, those smokes do not cover the cross. They'll see him cross before he gets to the smoke.
Dr. Aqua's going for a repeat. Oh, getting down. Goes LB. I do believe that is the right team. Yes, and that'll be 1 point to Blaze. That is not the right team. That's not good. There we go. I removed it. But no problem. That'll be the first one to Blaze. Clearly their more favoured map. Bit more open. Subway may have been bad for them, but hopefully they can try to get it back on quarantine. So maybe not my favourite map, but clearly theirs. We'll have to see if this can help them win this. Because OBJ is quite a difficult one for them. Notorious has the OBJ spawn now and will be on the defense for this round. We have to see how they're going to be playing it. Probably a lot more aggressive as they do seem to play so. As I previously said, they do have a lot of experience between these two teams, so they roughly do know the same strategies and ideas of the both players, which will be occurring. So this will be very interesting to see how they will use that knowledge against Blaze.
Yeah, we can expect for defense on this map, you can expect 2 people on hospital, 2 people at warehouse, which is the building just south of hospital. You can usually expect someone on what is usually called Main Street, as it spans the entire east-west of the map. That is kind of the line to cross if you want to make your way to the objective. And you may see someone at the gas station and possibly center burning. Those are kind of the common defensive positions for not just this objective, but for most objectives in this area, as there's about 3 of them within close proximity. As interesting enough, this map yields the most objectives with a total of 12.
Jesus.
Well, most maps have about 4, maybe 5. Yeah, Quarantine somehow managed to sneak in a few half dozen or so extra in there. So
Just a few.
Yeah, just a few.
Just a few.
So you really have to know your maps. You have to know the maps. You have to know the objectives. You have to know as much as you can, because there's a few. You can get some favorable objectives when you play this map. Sometimes you won't get any favorable objectives. It's all up to chance, as these objectives are all random, except for those bullets onto Royal from Mad Matt, as it'll now be a 5v4 in favor of Notorious 20 seconds into the round.
Indeed. And so just down Acra Fire. This is not looking good for Blaze so far. 2 players down for their team. TX Max is going around for another peek, trying to take down Captain or Pasquin. So far, it's looking very good. And the people in the chat know, man, are trying to take away my glue, apparently. This is not good for me. You shall not take away my glue, unfortunately. That is mine and mine only. But
Don't make me call your mother.
You're not calling my mother. I know you have a contact saved after meeting her last night, but you're not calling her. Not right now. But anyway, it appears we have TX Max pushing up from the right side, trying to get an angle on the Captain LB. He may indeed have that angle in a few moments. We'll definitely take him out and possibly pass Quinn. This is all up to interpretation, though. It's all up to how TX Mad Matt wants to take this.
Yeah, Mad Matt could potentially get to the 2nd or even 3rd floor of East 3 story, where he's at right now, and just create a line of denial across Main Street, as all members of Blaze are north of the Main Street. So he could just create some picks, or just force the members of Blaze to waste time trying to root him out. It looks like Captain LB's hunting for the head of Wicca Wicca on Hospital Rooftop.
Well, I wouldn't blame. Go on.
Meanwhile, Pasquin is at Mall North Side, and appears Beluga all the way to the far west at Western Warehouse. Gonna do the exact opposite what Mad Matt tried to pull off in the previous round.
Say, we're currently saying, oh! And the quick reaction from Mitchell, taking out Captain LB. Down goes another Blaze player. It is now a 5v2. This is not looking good for Blaze. Notorious will be laughing to themselves right now. Mithril is just shooting his gun at a fallen dead enemy in a rhythm. He is really enjoying life. You have Pesquin, he's trying to cross. Yes, trying to cross the main street. Trying to get into the broken building, or the burning building as you called it. Pushing up towards the broken train engine.
Mithril just confirming the bodies, make sure they are indeed dead, not just down, as Soda, not Mithril, is going to get the kill onto Pasquin. I'm sure those two will have words as to who got the kill.
Maybe indeed, but it's now leaving to a 1v5. Can Notorious try to make this into a flawless round? We'll just have to see. Burgo's now pushing up into the collapsed broken building. Trying to perhaps go to the 2nd floor. Oh no, it's not, it's moving through. Trying to go for the broken plane to get again an angle next to the burning building. Do have Mithril, which is kind of spraying his gun around, trying to bait out some shots. So he's just trying to go for the hunt. They know it's a 1v5. They know it's almost impossible for Boogle to try to win this, but Mithril is first blood hungry.
You gotta be careful. You go hunting, you might get hunted down yourself.
Indeed. Burger's now creeping up. Mithril has heard him.
Guys, can you stop chattering for a bit? I think he's on me.
Is that a good grenade? Oh, a flashbang. That would have almost been perfect. Mithril was not hit by it. Burger, and the trade goes down. No, it doesn't. Mithril's still standing. And that is a flawless for Notorious. Wow.
Well played by Notorious there.
Well played indeed. Very nice to see from both teams. Notorious really shunned it back there with the flawless on that round. 0 down, 0 dead for their side. So that is just a real testimony of their overall skill level on different ranges. The highest kill in the lobby so far does go to Mithril with the 4-1, followed by TB with the 3-2. So we do have those team MVP leaders, which hopefully can try to wing it for the other team members for the current moment. So the OUG has moved to a different spot, which I do believe is called Courtyard. I'm not exactly sure.
Some people may call it that. Some may call it East 2-story, or some people just call it 2-story.
Ah, I'm in the
or
wrong
just
place.
call it the East Objective.
I see the East Objective. I see. I thought it was in the Courtyard, but no, it's in the little 2-story building.
This is an OG objective. This has been around pretty much since day one of the map, if I am not mistaken. I'm sure some boomers out there can correct me if I'm wrong.
Such as yourself, my friend.
Oh, not quite there yet.
Not quite there yet. Still need to find the walking stick, but maybe just soon.
Yeah, my knees still work.
You need to get those weak knees first, and then you can complain all you want. Maybe just a few more months and then you'll be there eventually, Nomad. And this we will be starting into round 3. Very excited to see how that's going to go. Checking over with Blaze, who are not saying a single thing. Huh. Oh, there we go. Alright, let's get them. Exactly. Getting that team motivation. Checking over with Notorious, who are getting ready to attack in the... Which spawn, my friend?
Looks like they got the impact spawn again.
Impact. Just gonna see how they're going to use this impact spawn to try to get the winning. Do have TX Max running next to the plane, going into the burning building in the center. Oh. Casting really hurts your throat in the end. But something you do have to get used to when you do cast for quite a while. We do have Booger, which is underneath in the little garage section. May possibly might be able to take out TX Mad Max if he does run down. For the current moment, we will be waiting to see what will happen.
Yeah, it's pretty common for people to be in the parking lot for this objective and for the other Eastern objective. Basically because it's just so dang dark. Even with night vision goggles, it is difficult to see any members of Volk in there.
Indeed it
While
is.
we're on the top of the defense, we have TBN Royal over at the motel, looking north towards the cash trucks, with Captain LB and Dr. Aquafighter both on objective, both on the second floor, just looking to crash on anyone who attempts to go for the cap. Meanwhile, Passwin, the final member of Blaze, will be in Mall East Side, looking south. As Captain LB does spot Wicca Wicca, cannot land the shots. Wicca Wicca on the north rooftop. A nice long angle.
Captain
Wicca
just
Wicca.
barely avoids getting shot from Wicca Wicca just then.
Yeah, Wicca Wicca returned the favor of whiffing shots.
Whiffing shots and wearing socks. That's something I say to myself every night. Anyway. God. Anyway, we do have Captain Salter, which is on the roof looking down into the second story building. Trying to catch off anybody here, trying to catch off at least... I can't see their names. Captain LB or Aqua Fighter. The two traitors are looking inside the building from Lua and, of course, Captain Salter. So, these large maps are always the most... They're always the most anxious ones, as everything's happened so slowly. In fact, it makes every gunfight that's that a little bit more intense, as you always bounce between players across the map, waiting to see if anyone's going to get into a gunfight, and it just takes so long for any sort of action to occur. Like Wicca Wicca shooting into the second story building, almost taking out Captain LB.
And meanwhile, Captain Soda and the Weller have left hospital, now at post office. Looking to continue going east. They're expecting someone at the east 3-story, but strangely enough, no one's there. That's a common place to be defending, as Bluga, in his common spot to defend, does take out Texas Mad Matt. It's gonna make things a 5v4 now in favor of Blaze with 2:50 left on the clock.
So Notorious really needs to try to make a play here, trying to move their way up to OBJ. Try to go for the cap if possible, but it's so heavily guarded and defended from multiple people, especially Pasquin watching the cross on the street. So it'll be very difficult to try to hold.
Yeah, Llewellyn would not be looking for the angle on Pasquin. As it's such a sharp angle, and wow, with the TAR-21 firing semi-auto will find the kill, making things a 5v3 now in favor of Blaze.
Mithril is now starting to push up towards TB, and TB gets taken out. That is one player down from Blaze, now making it a 3v4. The favorites are starting to look up more to Notorious. Hopefully they can try to get another pick down. Wicker Wick has been looking at Captain LB. Hopefully they can try to get a sneaky angle on them.
Yeah, Motel is such a powerful position to be in. Losing it is going to make things 10 times harder to defend. As Captain sort of will trade with Pasquin, Blue God will find Mythal Marauder.
Oh.
And Wicca is going to get Blue God. LB is going to get Wicca. And with the only 2 members left on objective, Blaze is going to get their second point. We are looking at the potential just bulk round trade-offs here. We could see a round 7 decider on this map.
Oh man, if we're gonna have a 1-0-1-0 type ending, that would be forever. Oh man, this is why big maps are always my least favorite, because of how long they're going for. Nothing really happens, but when it does, it's for like mere seconds. Best maps in this game are the small ones, personally speaking. I'm a small map player. I like the small maps.
Well, I'm gonna have to contradict you there, bud. Best maps are the big ones.
Nah, I don't know. You're on about the best maps are definitely the small ones. I don't know. Maybe that's just all the preferences, but I prefer the more fast, fast action-paced gunfights. So I like the slow, drawn-out, long-shot fights, especially as I cannot aim. That is a major issue I do have. My lack of aim is kind of quite a big issue for me, I may say.
Well, then you need to go get yourself a Pro Tube. You have a Pro Tube gun stock from our sponsor. I'll fix your aiming problem right there.
Sell out. But yes, indeed, sponsor ProTube. I was actually going to buy a gun stock, ironically, recently. I was really thinking about getting one. And so people will be starting very shortly to round 4. But I say, I will very interested in getting a gun stock, as I do suffer from very shaky hands. So that may help me out on the larger maps. And maybe, Nomad, maybe one day you may convince me to become a big map lover. Just maybe. I may one day be a big map lover. You will definitely have to convince me.
Oh no, no one player can convince you. It's the maps themselves, the character in the maps that'll convince you.
I don't know, man. I was convinced to keep on playing this game after a friend, so don't know. Funny story about me, I only played on it for like 10 hours and I was almost gonna drop it, but then I met someone in the game and now I have 260 hours, so
Well,
I guess that was a change. I was unfortunate to say I was a Pavlov kid. I am very sad to say that. But anyway, we do have Dr. Aqua pushing up towards the ambulance. We have Booger trying to get into the underneath at the garage section. We do have Wicker Wicker in the mountains looking down. Possibly may get a pick here onto Captain. And a very aggressive off angle. So are being had from both sides here.
And looks like some smoke coming in from Captain LB. And a near TK coming from TB and Royal onto Captain.
Oh, let's not have a TK. I remember that last time I TK'd someone, I got shouted at for 5 minutes. Never felt the same ever since. I'm traumatized. Jamie's a very scary man when he's angry. But anyway.
And it looks like Royal may bump into Llewellyn, who is hiding out at the propane tanks.
But TB is retreating.
And as you mentioned, Wicca Wicca in the dunes there will find Captain LB, making things a 5v4 for Notorious.
Very nice long shot there. Something which I wish I can do. Anyway, we got Blue Ogre now in the underneath section. Shots are being had from TB to TX Mad Mac. Almost landed on him. The appear TB will be joining Booger down the stairs. Lover is still at the little gas containers. Oh, the gunfight, but first is Mithril and TB. Mithril does take out TB. Very dark in this little section. They're hiding underneath the stairs like Harry Potter himself. Out of the flash. Mithril goes for the peek and down goes Booger.
Wicca. Moving to East 3 story, takes a kill. The kill count is accurate. There's only one left now. It's all down to Doc Aqua Fighter in a 1v5 with 3:21 left on the clock.
So this is not looking very good for Blaze at the moment. As it does appear it's going to be switching between defense and offense. The offense is lacking, but the defense is overwhelming. Hopefully, Lottovis can try to win a few rounds on the offense. That is their main goal. They have won the defense for this side, but most likely we'll be losing the attack on their next side, so we just have to hope.
Yeah, this game in general is very much defensive sided. It favors the defense. That's really, you just gotta hold an angle more or less. Let the attackers come to you, as Wicca is gonna go to the Dr. Aqua Fighter and get that kill. And things are gonna be tied up 2-2.
Very nice kill indeed. And we're now in the 2-2 brackets. So for the moment, we have to just hope that the players can try to get this win in on the attack. Let's try not to switch between defense and losing, because that would go on for ages. 4-3 matches on quarantine, that is just pain on a different level. Cool.
Oh, that's just fun. I don't know what you're talking about.
That is not fun. That is very not fun. Nothing's more fun than sitting there on a map you despise, and then have to sit there for a whole hour. You lose your insanity.
I feel the same way about cargo.
What's wrong with cargo? What is wrong with cargo, Nomad? What is wrong with it? It is quick, snappy action. What are you on about? You never get bored in cargo.
Actually, I do, because I'm in a tent for 6 minutes.
Ah, well, maybe that is the case, but the tent only lasts 30 seconds. Even after you get about 20 seconds of action, and then it's over. So I don't know what you're on about. Seems like a pretty fair trade-off to me. I would consider this an absolute win, personally. But I say, for the current moment, we are still waiting for the next round to begin. Hopefully a few more points can go ahead so we do move along. As Q1 is very long and boring. I don't care what Nomad says. I will stand by my thoughts. I will battle you.
In the meantime, we do have a new objective. It is the airplane objective. And this one can be interesting, as there are certain spots outside of the fuselage where you can cap. Most people think you only cap inside, right next to the objective, but nope, there's a few sneaky spots.
Indeed, I did have an argument with someone earlier about them. They were saying how they should really ban the spots, like unseeable capping spots, but unfortunately that is a VRML thing which does happen. They do allow those type of capping locations. Whether better or for worse, depends on how you view it. Personally, I don't mind the sneaky caps. I think they make the game a little bit more harder, as it makes teams have to play a little bit more defensively around OBJ.
And speaking of the defense, we got a couple of members spread out, but the rest are pretty tucked in. We have got Passwin in center burning, and we have got... who else did I see? TB Royal up at North Roof. Everyone else is pretty well tucked in. Bluga in Impact West Side. Dr. Aqua Fighter on objective, and Captain LB on top of the plane, laying prone, looking for any crosses. Did not spot the cross Matt made. And it's going to be up to TB Royal to take him out.
Oh no. Anyway. We do have TX Matt right behind. Hopefully TB Roy will be able to spot him in time as TX is starting to crawl up. The pre-fight over, giving away position. TB is now aware that someone is behind him. Not exactly sure where he's trying to shoot at for the current moment.
A very slow push coming in from Notorious. Wicca Wicca, don't think is aware that Pasquin is at center burning. Oh, but Captain Soda could not land the shots though.
Ooh, down goes TX Mad Matt from TB. That's very nice to see. Captain LB is in a very unusual spot I've never seen before, on top of the plane, so this is quite a unusual spot for me. Maybe it is a very popular spot, I am unaware, but regardless, he may be able to take out Captain Sotter as he's going for another peek by the looks of it. No, he's not, he's retreating back. Oh, the TK!
Oh,
no! No, the TK. And no, the finisher off! Oh, that's just insult to injury! No! No! No!
Oh, Wicca will find pass when Dr. Octoputter will get that instant refrag. And now we went from a 5v4 now to a 3v0 as Blaze will get their third point. They're 1 point away from winning map number 2, Notorious's map pick, and potentially a map 3 decider.
So we have to hope that they can win this because, oh my, how slow Quarantine has been. Near the end, some pretty quick fire action, but on the most part, it's been pretty slow.
It all came down to those TKs. That's why you gotta check your tablets. Check who's your friend, who's your enemy.
So unfortunately, the TK, it was comedic. One player downs a player, the next person kills them. That was just overall insult to injury. Switching between who's gonna kill him.
Maybe there was a discussion in the tent that they did not like, and
yeah, maybe there will be a discussion.
Maybe
indeed.
had to pay for it.
There will most definitely be coming debate for this next round.
But they'll have to hold that conversation until after the match, because right now they have 90 seconds to plan for their next round. And it should be coming up right shortly.
I say, for the current moment, we will be waiting for next round to begin. High school in lobby does go to Mithril. It would be 8-3, but no, he had to just kill someone on his own team, didn't he? But anyway, it is now 7-3. On the Blaze side, it will be going to TB for the 4 and 5. So at the moment, Blaze is not very kill positive, but they are still winning it in the points. So if they can try to keep it up, and it does appear we will be starting on the next round, round 6. Checking over with Notorious. They're getting ready.
Yeah, we're just trying to help you out with team kills, team down, team
They are clearly having a joke about the TKs, about what happened on the round previous. God, I respected it. Just appeared they have the very north left side spawn. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Critter spawn.
The critter spawn. Now that is what I call unusual. So I'm learning quite a few new names for today. We do have TX Mad Matt watching down across him, so he might definitely get a few picks, or he might get spotted himself. He is quite in the open. He has retreated a bit. Oh, down goes TP from Wicca Wicca.
Texas Mad Matt with a nice shot with the G36 onto Blue Got, going to make things a 5v3 in favor of Notorious. And Captain LB trying to figure out where Matt was as Aquafighter does push towards the dumpsters. Passwin next to the bank is going to be pushing towards Humpies shortly. But Mad Matt is not alone, as he has Mythal Marauder backing him up at the green container.
So for the current moment, we are still waiting for Blaze to approach a bit more. Two players are down for their team, so it's now a 3v5. Kind of a bad situation to be in. However, there might be a TK yet again from Notorious, as they were talking about earlier. Trying to even out the player field, as they did say. So we have to see what will happen. Rifle's trying to look down next to the tank. Just barely misses Dr. Acra. It's Mad Matt might just win shot in the head to Shin from Acra. It does have a sort of an angle on them. Ooh. Down goes Captain LB from Wicca Wicca.
Now a 5v2 with 3:50 left on the clock. Notorious could very well just try and circle the remaining members of Blaze, as they already have it well relatively covered. Pasquin,
Oh my!
Pasquin, the M203 straight up in the air nearly gets Mad Matt.
That would have been legendary.
That is a skill shot.
That could have been legendary.
Oh, Wicca Wicca coming in for the flank. Could find Pasquin from the back.
Ooh.
We'll find Aquawater and Pasquin in a nice double. And we are now moving on to a round 7 decider for map number 2.
God, how many rounds is it gonna be? God damn it, I called it previously. It's gonna be 4-3. Quarantine never ends. It's the map which never ends. It's the only map I can sit through and just think, oh my, this is never gonna end.
If
anyway,
Notorious can break the mold, and get the Marsoc win, then
this
Notorious
could
is
be
gonna
game.
move on. Yeah.
This could be game. This is all up to Notorious. They really want to win this next round. They win this, they are done. They are through. But unless they want to go to the tiebreaker decision map. But I don't believe they want to. I think they want to claim it. So they'll be working very hard on the attack. No TKs will be happening this round, unfortunately. As I said, they will be trying their hardest to make sure they do win this.
Yeah, and our final objective for this map is going to be the gas station objective. This one can get a little spicy at times. The key capping point, obviously, is the very corner of the garage next to objective. If you can get there, you're pretty much golden.
Indeed we are. But I say, if Notorious can get the cap or just win by mere kills, they would be very happy about this. So they've done pretty well so far. Maybe not so well on Quarantine, but they are doing a pretty fair effort. And just people, we will be starting onto it, so we will be on the tiebreaker round 7.
And Notorious is going to get the quick spawn. This could end within the next 90 seconds.
I realize I've been on mute for the past few minutes. Oh, fuck. Anyway.
It looks like a solid 4-man push going towards hospital. Wicca Wicca trying to get a kill. Could not land the shots.
Ooh.
As Royal trades with Soda. Oh, Wicca Wicca's going to get that down onto Pasquin. Only down is able for a revive as Captain LB with the headshot on the AK-12 onto Mythal Marauder is going to make things a 3v3.5. Looks like it'll be a 4v3 in favor of Blaze in a few seconds as Bluga's going to get that revive.
So hopefully Notorious can try to roost to back up the gear and try to get this. This is down for the count. They really need to work together here. If they do win this, they'll be very rewarded in it. My only question is how long have I been on mute for? That is a kind of a concerning thing. Oh no. Oh well. Don't worry, we have Nomad. Nope, next sexy Nomad's voice to keep everyone entertained.
This groggy voice of mine.
Groggy voice of mine and my dying throat after speaking for basically 5 hours straight.
Captain LB sitting in gas station, hoping that Mad Matt can just move over just a little bit more, get the kill. But looks like Mad Matt's actually outside. Starting to see some smokes come out now. Right in front of the objective is going to block Captain LB's view, as well as Pasquin's partially. More smokes come in. It's going to blind Aqua Fighter. As Wicca Wicca moves towards center burning, will not be prepared for Blue Guy's position at the cockpit.
For the current moment, Notorious is trying to make their way up. We're going to have a bit of a contact versus Booger and Wicker. The fight, let's go ahead and the trade. Unfortunately now, Wicker is downed. Perhaps the rescue mission may go ahead. It does appear so. They try to get that extra play up, just trying to make sure we have the highest chance of winning this. They do have plenty of time. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock. It is not as if they don't have enough time for this.
Yeah, the only real countdown is going to be the bleed out time for Wicca Wicca. I believe it is 2 minutes before they bleed out.
It is quite a very long time. Bleed out. I've never died to a bleed out. I won't lie to you.
Oh, you will. Don't you worry. It's going to happen.
That felt oddly menacing.
More smoke coming in, coming to cover the cross on Main Street. Weller are using the smoke and the wall to keep his line of sight to the minimum. And Lure is going to trade with Dr. Aqua Fighter. As now it is a 2.5v2. That's one confirms Lure. 2v2 now. Here comes Wicca Wicca. He takes down one, takes down two! And Notorious. Notorious is going to walk away with the win. Win the map, win the match. They are moving on.
They are indeed moving on. GG, that was an excellent, nice display of skill. Finishing it off, and that will be the end of the match. Oh, that has been quite a long one. Oh, damn Q1. But thank you everybody for being here. This has been quite an excitement. And that will be the winner of the final going to Notorious, and they will be moving on. Stage 2. That was very exciting to behold. And that will be me and Nomad out for this evening. So do thank you all, and we do appreciate it, and we will be going out. Any last words you want to say, Nomad?
GG's to all the teams that moved on. Well played. I look forward to seeing them in the playoffs.
Indeed. And we see everybody pretty soon, we imagine. This has been GlueSniffer. No, this has been Infused Power, may I say. The one and only GlueSniffer. This is VRML for 1 out.